Well, then we're off. um, Using the clothes peg. Peggy Sue got married. Kathleen Turner, remember her? She talked with a gravelly voice, sounded like a suburban alcoholic housewife. Who's been around the block, probably ex-sex worker. Met some poor dupe who worked in low-grade insurance, married him even though she despised every fucking fibre of his body. Secret day drinker. Whatever happened to Kathleen Turner? I think I saw her actually. I think, yeah, she didn't really make it until she was in her 40s, and that was in the early 80s, so I assume now she's been mummified. She's joined Tutankhamun and her other contemporaries. Yes, I just thought I'd start ripping into Kathleen Turner. No, it's just one of those days. It's a Kathleen Turner attack day. I did see her, actually, recently, within the last 20 years, and she looked, what's the phrase? Yes, rough as fuck. But good for her, I hope she's well. Give me a call, Kathleen, if you're listening. You probably are, will be at some point. Well, I have to Wikipedia her when I'm finished with this. Kathleen Turner, who else? There is a bit of a mayfly syndrome going on with Hollywood actresses. You know, you get some old fart like Harrison Ford who's in the public eye getting movie roles for nigh on a century, and then female actresses where they get 10 years in the spotlight and then that's it. Even Nicole Kidman, you don't see much of her recently, do you? She had her heyday for about for 87 to 2007. It was 20 years, I assume. Something like that, 19, yeah. And now, no, sorry. Over 40, that's it. And there's Julia Roberts. But she's never, I think I've talked about this before, she's never been that popular with men, I think. Said, you know, we like a gaping mouth. It's her gaping mouth, and just, I don't know what the hell it is. She looks like someone who's had plastic surgery who has never had plastic surgery. You know? Like, that's her actual face. She hasn't had lip injections. And her odd-looking face is her actual face. But unfortunately, she looks like someone who's had massive amounts of reconstructive surgery to end up with her actual natural face. Maybe if she actually did get reconstructive surgery, she could look like the rest of the human race. Renée Zellweger, what happened to her? She had a little run there in the late 90s, early 2000s. Naomi Watts, she's gone by the wayside. They just chew them up and spit them out, isn't it, Hollywood? It's not fair for the ladies. Many things are a lot easier if you're female. Let's not fucking beat around the bush. Of course it's fucking... How many women are up at the front line fighting the enemy? Fighting the Bosch in the Second World War? Eh? I was. Both World Wars I was up at the front. Fighting for my country's honour. And my woman's virginity. I didn't see any women up there. Certainly not. No, it was us men. You think we wanted to be up there? If we weren't, we'd get shot. I've actually written a song. I should do the lyrics, actually. A song for deserters. I'm deserting, yes. Running from defending my country. I'm deserting, yes. Oh, shit. My loyalties, yeah, my loyal, something, I forget it. Fuck, it's got good lyrics as well. The captain, he just mentioned the enemy's direction, and that's why my intention is the opposite direction. Ah, yeah. Yeah, something like that. I can't remember it. Look it up. Go to wodwic.wordpress.com or just put a song for deserters. Deserters doesn't have two T's or two S's because that would be culinary. No, this is about grown men doing the sensible thing and running away from armed conflict, which I advise everybody. I do say that in the song. If everyone deserted, there'd be no fucking war, would they? How could they have a war if nobody showed up? I think that's an old hippie saying, but that's where I got the idea from. But anyway, no. If everyone deserted, there'd be no war. Wars are... it's the sheer inconvenience of it. I mean, what is the point? Life is shit enough as it is. You want to spend your time walking around in the fucking mud, people shooting at you? What is the purpose of that? In what way? In what? To defend the honor of the rich people that control you? That they're exactly the same as the other rich people in some other fucking country? Who gives a shit? They're all the same. They're all going to be telling you what to do. It doesn't matter. They'll do it in a different fucking language. Who gives a fuck? There'll be no difference. That's what the Normans used to do. Remember them? The Normans and the Kevins and the Reginalds. The Normans came over. The Norman. They didn't even speak the same fucking language. But that's exactly what the British did, isn't it? Did they learn fucking Hindi when they were in India? Learn Chapiqua? Shaniqua, whatever the fuck it is, Choctaw, when they were in fucking North America? Of course they fucking didn't. Yeah. They're upset. They write that about in the history books, don't they? But the Normans, they were over here for 200 years. They didn't even learn bloody English. Yes. And fucking hell. Ring any bells for you lot? You were never 1/4 of the world's fucking landmass you'd fucking colonized. You didn't bother to learn any fucking languages, did you? At least they were speaking French. That's a nice language. Although it's old French. I don't know. I wonder what that sounded like. Old French. Let's juju. That's what it is with French. I've noticed that. They've got a lot of pleasant sounds. I don't know why. I don't know about I guess it's kind of funny. That's my favorite one, that one. Hello, what's your name? Paul. Jean-Paul Georges Erango. That's what they would have called the Beatles in Frogland. Jean-Paul Georges Erango. Rango? Yeah, Rango. Rango. Who would have said Rango? Anyway, where is it? French? The French language. I wonder what English sounds like. Actually, it sounds a bit like Dutch. If you ever hear some Dutch speakers mumbling to themselves and they're like, cannabinoid fucking ecstatic drunken haze that they get up to in the civil service over there, you hear Dutch speakers from afar. This is very similar to English, the intonation, everything. Except they got a lot more, It's basically, it's a very phlegmy English. They're Flemish. I think I was discussing something else. There's a lot of Qatar, So it's basically English available, right? It's that sort of thing. But everything else sounds very similar to Anglais. German, Danish, I find is, makes sense, but it's halfway between Swedish and German. Especially when they get angry, they start to sound German. Then everybody sounds fucking German when they get angry. We all sound like Hitler. That's man's destiny, really. Get those lederhosen on. Start strutting around. Make a good bloody living. Sex work. We're going to get back to that. Like Kathleen Turner did it for years. Hitler imitation mixed with sex work. He was fucking raking it. That's why she gave up on Hollywood. She was making so much from the Hitler impersonation with the sex work, you see? So what, you're offering me 20 million for the next fucking film? I can make that in an afternoon. With one fucking side of the Conservative Party, Young Conservative movement. You know, in an afternoon. You know? Anyway, that's enough.